Yeah.
What is up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet in the motherfucking house with the motherfucking gangster OG Triple OG Poison Stinger. Give a hand for my homie OG Lope. What is
I just
up?
didn't
What is
want to
up?
brush my hair.
Ah, you played yourself on live
Yeah.
TV.
Dude, I am good at playing myself.
So inside the nuclear bunker protecting the mega rich from the apocalypse. What is up with this? I just found this article. Oh, it's fancy. There's even a fucking YouTube on it. Oh my god.
Wow.
Let me see if I can get
Not
that
very
link.
secret then, huh?
Yeah, you know where we going. Here's a link to the YouTube video from CNET. But anyways, that tells you a little bit about the multi-million-dollar bunker. Starting cost per unit in this complex is $1 million plus an extra $2,500 a month in dues to cover your living expenses, water, electricity, internet, and all the tinned eggs you can dream of. Tinned eggs. I don't know. Oh, like canned eggs.
Yeah.
So yeah. We should watch this. Let's watch this. We gotta watch this. We're gonna watch this. We have to watch this.
15 minutes of us just watching it? All right.
All right. Fuck it. Let's watch it. Is it? I don't know. Is it 15 minutes?
15 minutes, 32 seconds, yeah. Inside the doomsday bunker for the super rich. Make sure you make it full screen. Hey, and I can hear sound. That's great. You still don't have ad block?
Got it all figured out now.
See if you can full screen it.
Happy now, Jackie.
Oh my god.
There you go. Oh, your internet's gonna hate you.
You damn right it will. Well, that don't look like it's worth $2,500 a month.
As you can see, this place is pretty much unchanged from the Cold War.
I think this is before they made it nice.
This is a converted missile silo.
Yeah, look at that.
How much can this place withstand?
It was engineered to withstand a 10 kiloton nuclear warhead.
Before the COVID-19. Since then we...
So I mean they're locked up in it?
When it comes to the apocalypse,
I didn't read it all.
Quite as terrifying as nuclear war. So when the nuclear apocalypse comes, are we going to get blasted back into the Stone Age?
Well, yeah,
or
yes.
can we use our heads and survive the end of days with the help of technology? Here in beautiful Colorado, one man is already thinking about the end of the world. Professor Brian Toon is an atmospheric scientist and an expert on nuclear winter. Brian, level with me. How likely is an all-out nuclear war, and should I be finding a bunker right now?
You never know for sure, because that's one of the real.
He's like, baby, I'll let you come on in.
Is that one person in the United States and one person
Can you imagine
in Russia
being trapped in that
decide
thing
all by
for that long?
themselves and have a nuclear conflict.
How many nukes are there around the world? Who has them?
There are about 14,000 nuclear weapons in the world. More than 1,000 of them are held by Britain, France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and China. Each of those countries has 200 or 300. Then Russia and the United States have 90% of the missiles.
So the lesson is everyone has nukes now. But what exactly happens when these bombs go off?
If you're knocking over concrete
Bad
buildings, blow people to pieces. So there's a range.
You don't blow people to
going
pieces,
out.
motherfucker. They
No.
vaporize.
Die from
They
Right.
vaporize,
blast
Professor.
you to pieces. The radiation.
Why don't you
burning
show
you
what
up,
happened to Hiroshima?
light wave burning you or catching you on fire.
What happens when day one, a week later, a year later? What are we looking at?
3 weeks later, you can go back out unless you're
Well,
close
when
to
a
ground
nuclear
zero.
weapon explodes. It
You
sends
get
out
a
burst of
stipend
light
check.
It's like bringing a piece of the sun, which is nuclear explosions happening, down to the Earth. And that burst of light catches everything around it on fire.
That sends huge amounts of smoke into the stratosphere. But because it doesn't rain up there, it takes years for that smoke to clear, creating a nuclear winter.
Black sunlight from reaching the ground, which of course makes it cool off. It gets cold.
All right, so that'll also happen. Oh, but what are we doing here? That'll also happen if the volcanoes blow up.
You there? You
Yeah.
froze.
So
Okay.
The more I thought about nuclear winter, the more terrified I...
freeze-dried foods. Get them now.
Mhm.
Get them now. Start your greenhouse. In Earth greenhouse. If you really think the nuclear winter is going to happen. I'm just saying.
became. I needed a plan to survive the nuclear apocalypse before the world went to hell. So where do you go when you want to get off the grid? Kansas.
Ah!
Here in the
I want to
heartland
get
of
off the grid so bad.
Kansas, one man is offering millionaire preppers a high-tech way to avoid the apocalypse. Welcome to the survival condo. This former Cold War missile silo is now a luxury bunker built for the super rich.
Oh,
Going
wow.
off the grid no longer means giving up a lavish lifestyle. Think of it kind of like cribs in camo.
Wow.
From the outside, the security cameras, armored guard, and 8-ton steel doors are the only sign you're entering a top-secret facility.
Armored guard.
In
Yeah,
fact,
that armored
this
guard's
place
not going to
is
be
so
out there
top
during a
secret, I can't
nuclear
even
winter.
tell you where it is. I'm here to meet the man behind the condo, Larry Hall.
You don't
who's
need to
gonna
know
give
where
me
it
a
is. It's
full
called Google
tour.
Maps.
So Claire, those doors that we just came in through weigh 8 tons each. So they're 16,000 pounds. They're armored steel filled with concrete. So you definitely hear that safety bang when the door.
She just shit her pants because now she's stuck in there with a bunch of dudes in a sausage fest. I'm just saying, you ain't getting out, bitch, till you do what you need to do. Take care of your business.
Door closed.
Inside,
bitch
this
endearingly, not as a
54,000
hate
square
thing.
foot complex boasts
Right,
everything
as
you could
you're-
need to live
as you're
through the end
talking
of
about her
days.
being raped.
I mean, I'm just
Here,
saying, we think
Endearing
about
Show
rape.
you what's
It's
underground.
nice rape.
roll a Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in Kansas anymore. We're going
Right.
beneath Kansas.
The survival condo is spread across
Wow,
15
his pickup
floors
lines.
and goes 200 feet underground. At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall.
A pet park.
Underneath that are the mechanical level, medical bay, and food stores, with luxury living quarters spread across the next 7 floors. At the bottom, a further 4 floors house a classroom, a library, a bar, a gym, and a cinema.
All right, so I'll show you a full floor unit. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit, and they have 9-foot ceilings. You see we've got all these high-end stainless steel appliances.
And most importantly,
And how are you
even though
gonna
I'm
hide it?
11 stories
Wait,
underground,
how are you going to grow
I've still
your
got a
food?
window.
When these windows are all on, you're coming out of the units and you see the birds flying and the sunset
You got a
coming up
kitchen,
and the
but
rain and the weather
what are you
changing.
cooking?
Well, they had a bed food up there. Look at this. You can see the front gate, so you can watch the guard get vaporized when the fucking button goes off. I'm just saying.
It's just a big white flash. Good luck growing
That's the
anything.
input. If you look in here, you can see that there's the bidet toilets, and we have a
Oh my
jacuzzi
goodness.
tub and a
Day toilet, because guess what? They ain't gonna have no toilet paper in there, motherfucker.
It don't matter. It don't matter. What are they eating? They can only eat for so long, and then
I
you
think
have
this
to
is the
grow
guy-
your own food.
I think this is the guy that had the one that had the whole grow thing in it. Like, there's a whole floor of grow stuff. Like, they
Yeah.
have a whole aquaponic system set up. This is like,
If you're gonna feed that many
think this
people,
guy was
though,
on
you're
his day.
gonna have to have half of that being grow beds. I would thought.
I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll check it out.
shower with the side jets.
Why do you have bidet toilets?
Oh, there comes The
They
answer
ain't
to the
got no
question.
toilet paper. Where's this
Why you
water
use high
coming
speed
from?
splatter?
Interestingly, we did a little calculation, and the max occupancy for this facility is 75 people. And if we put toilet paper for 75 people for 5 years, that volume of toilet paper would take an entire floor to store just toilet paper. And that square footage costs about $3 million to build.
Okay,
So-
the day it is.
The day it is.
The day it is.
Xbox. I do not have ad blocker. It's fucking.
Dude, it's,
Oh, is this Cyberpunk? Oh yeah, that's supposed to be good,
yeah, it's supposed to be. We'll see.
dude.
Pretty comfy. These are good mattresses. Welcome to the paradise of the beach.
Go ahead and get your bathing suit, baby.
It's a saltwater pool. It's completely computer controlled. The pool is kept at 82 degrees. People do not expect to see a resort pool in an underground bunker. And we get drop jaws every time they go, "Are you kidding me?"
Another thing I wasn't expecting underground, so much space.
You've got a 24-foot rock climbing wall. This is a fun room. This is an indoor shooting range.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
down from handguns up to .308 caliber sniper rifles in here. So under proper supervision.
308
So if-
sniper rifles. Has that ever been used in the same sentence before?
This is Resident Evil on the fucking thing. That was corny but cool.
So we have this media database with about 3,000 movies on it. Anything in particular you're interested in?
Do you have Armageddon?
Oh, we got everything. We got that.
All right, let's roll that.
All right.
Just dim down the lights for the makeout sesh, baby. Let's get it on.
But the
Oh.
apocalypse isn't all fun and games. There's a schoolroom in the bunker, so kids from K through 12 can take self-guided lessons on brand new iMacs. And because this is the 21st century, there's no worries if the internet goes out.
This whole facility has an internet. And when you buy a unit here, one of the things that you fill out on your form are things that are of interest to you. And what we do is we put that into a device that is like a Google search engine. It goes out and it crawls over the internet and it downloads websites that have those keywords on them. They're also Skype enabled. So when we bring our second silo online, they're going to be connected with a microwave link. And the kids in this elementary classroom can see the kids in the other elementary classroom. They can talk live. And so they don't feel like they're alone.
Down on the store level, there's an aquaculture setup that can be used for raising fish and hydroponics for growing organic vegetables. You can have salad daily with this kind of setup.
Oh, yeah.
Great. It's healthy.
Yeah. So we'll have tomatoes, onions, different kinds of lettuces, some kale, blueberries, strawberries,
Boy,
blackberries.
the stinger shit ain't that
But
big.
even without that, there's still
No, it's not.
loads of stockpile food. This really satisfies my prepper mode inside of me. I feel very safe surrounded by tins of food. Silo is also kitted out with high-tech equipment to keep everyone in here alive for years. Backup fuel stores, a water filtration system, and even a system that scrubs volcanic ash out of the air, just in case.
That's
So
dope.
if, let's say, Yellowstone were to erupt, the scientists predict that we could have 4 to 5 feet of volcanic ash here. Well, that amount of debris in the air would overwhelm our air and NBC filters. So that pre-filter would come on and it takes all of volcanic ash out of the air.
Okay, so I'm not going to die in a super volcano situation.
Not here. You're good.
There you go.
Originally built
that's
during
pretty
the
dope.
Cuban Missile Crisis in the 1960s, this Atlas missile silo was designed to withstand the launch of America's ICBMs. But turns out designing something to withstand a nuclear launch also makes it really good for withstanding a nuclear blast. It took Larry Hall and his team about 9 months to clear out all that missile gear before doubling the amount of concrete in the bunker and then fitting it out with the luxuries we see today. So this
Damn, they
here is
added
a
more concrete.
9-foot thick reinforced wall, reinforced with steel. And this was here when they built the original missile silo.
Oh, come on. Bro,
Dude,
we're almost
ad
done.
blocker is free, dude. It's fucking free.
Bro, I don't have time to go do all this shit.
Oh, you waste so much time just watching the ads.
What can you throw at it?
Right?
It was
You have time
engineered
not
to withstand
to.
a 10-kiloton nuclear warhead detonated within a half mile. And that would produce a shock wave that would travel 2,000 miles an hour. So it can withstand anything up to and including a 2,000 mile an hour shock wave.
What's the longest I could live down underground for?
It was engineered to be able to be off-grid indefinitely. We've got 5 different power sources, including a wind turbine and
Which would be gone once the
geothermal,
fucking
systems. So the limit is really
the
most
nuclear blast
correct,
off.
3 to 5 years.
That may or may not be enough time to ride out the apocalypse. It can last for months or years. And even after that, you're returning to a world with a climate, a depleted ozone layer, and a drastically reduced supply. To get an idea of just how safe it is to live inside this bunker, I go tech cousin down the road. Here, Hall has a second silo earmarked for a future survival condo. But aside from the new concrete floors, this place hasn't really changed since the Cold War.
This is the elevator shaft. Check that out.
So this is upstairs in the launch control complex in the Atlas. As you can see, this place is pretty much unchanged from the Cold War. It's got, you can see the lights on springs so that if a missile goes off, the whole thing isn't going to shake off the ceiling. We've got a whole gap around the edge of the room so that you've got space for this floor to rattle. And right in the middle of the room, you can see this is the bathrooms where back in the day, you had the shift workers who could go into the bathroom here, and then they lived in these quarters behind me. So you had 3 shifts of people sleeping, resting, and then manning the controls downstairs. It's so eerie to be in here. It's such a bizarre space. What kind of people have bought here?
All of our people are self-made millionaires. They're very successful. Doctors, engineers, lawyers, international business people. Almost all of them have children, and they're concerned with the what-if scenario. Like every year, it's like whether it was Superstorm Sandy or global climate change, food shortages, economic collapse, meteor impact, solar flares.
You're listing my nightmares.
Oh my god, it only takes 6 minutes for intercontinental ballistic missile to get here, so I must be at the fucking facility before the bomb goes off, or I'm not getting in. Here's my $1 million buy-in.
Exactly.
I love this guy. He done fucked a whole bunch of people.
This is the kind of facility it takes to not worry about those.
He's got a whole floor of toilet paper to wipe his own ass with.
How much is it going to cost me?
Well, the half-floor units start right around $1 million and go up to $1.5 million. And then we have a full-floor unit. You're going to spend anywhere between $2.5 and $3 million for a full floor.
And then $2,500 a month for maintenance.
Most of us don't have $1 million lying
around.
around sitting on a survival condo.
Hey,
And
I know
let's
somebody
be
who might
honest,
be interested, though. Hawaiian Volcano Squad might be into this.
You'll survive a nuclear
Or Eagle.
any
Eagle's
apocalyptic
probably
scenario
got that
for that
kind of money,
matter.
you know.
Luckily for the rest of
Maybe.
us, there are thousands of innovators working on solutions to save humanity from the end of the world.
All right, well, there we go. We watched that. That's great. I bet Bobby has that kind of money.
Bobby Solar?
Hell yeah. You know he's sitting on a couple mil, and then he's e-bagging and shit. You know he got money.
He doing something better than he used to, for sure, but I won't say he got that.
Oh, he got retractable teeth. No, you didn't get that.
I think I did, but I'm trying to mentally figure that one. Never mind. I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
You drop a quarter behind his ears, and his teeth fucking fold back in his mouth. so as not to inhibit the you know.
You don't want any teeth. Yeah, I got it.
Miami restaurants and gyms close again.
Yep.
So what else has been going on at the I didn't get to watch the Stingy evening thing there. I was busy. I do have videos coming out.
No, I saw that, dude. You had the deconstruction of the one firearm. I haven't watched it yet, but it's queued up, ready to go. And I just saw something else about another weed killer video.
Oh, I just
Very
posted
nice.
an update. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything was supposed to post today, though. I scheduled them so that they would be a week out. Or, well, actually, I got 3 weeks worth of videos already posted up. So
No,
stay
but
tuned.
the scheduling thing is perfect, dude. That's next level.
Oh, I didn't know it showed
seriously.
you.
No, it doesn't. It shows it when it's live, and
okay.
the update is live. So maybe you fucked that one up, but
no, the update is supposed to be today.
Okay. Other than that, we had a supposed rally at the Capitol on the 4th of July, which, Broken Patriot went to. I was thinking about going, but then we were like, yeah, we're just going to grill out here at home. Kind of glad I didn't, because it got disrupted by a whole mob of BLM.
Oh.
And apparently there was quite a bit of conflict there. That luckily it didn't turn violent, but there was a lot of violence that was about to, it was sweating it. Sorry. But, yeah, I was on the news and the whole bit. I'll be covering that later tonight.
Okay, good to go.
Oh. Hate it when you burp and you breathe it in at the same time.
Yeah, and you get the coughing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's the main news story around my area anyway.
Country music icon Charlie Daniels passed away at age 83.
Oh. Yeah. He's a pretty cool dude for a Democrat.
Kanye West, I guess, said he's going to run for president to lure and sell merchandise online.
And do you know
man.
There's a very famous person who has backed him for president as well, and is showing his support for this Kanye's run. Any guess on who?
No.
Elon Musk.
Ah, fuck that guy.
Elon Musk is supporting Kanye West's bid for president.
Oh, so Kanye's really being serious. I thought it was just a joke, because the way it looks like it was a joke for him to sell merchandise, not that he was really running.
As far as I know, he's really running, but this is a breaking story. I basically just told you everything I know about it.
Gotcha. Americans are leaving large cities for suburbs and rural towns in droves. Well, no shit. So apparently the Bubba Wallace thing was a hoax, and they sent they sent the FBI. Interesting.
Total hoax.
Baltimore mob pulls down city's Columbus statue, toss it into the harbor. Armed bloc protesters march through Confederate Memorial Park. Two people paint over a BLM mural. There's a video.
Oh yeah, I saw a report of that. Broken Patriot did a video on that one too.
News made from bread dough gets Jimmy John's worker fired. I didn't. Can you make? I don't even know. I don't even know how to make a noose, so I guess I'm fucking just retarded. But
Wow, you don't know how to make a hangman's noose? Dude, I learned how to do that when I was a kid. That was fun. I was like, yeah, right.
no, I know square knot and some other knots, but
We should do a chat just on that. I'll teach everybody how to make a noose. Then we can all be racist.
Is intercepted rocket attack on the U.S. Embassy in Iraq a game changer? So apparently they're firing it on our embassies again. Israel blamed for explosion at Iran nuclear site. Aha. Oh, Israel's blowing up shit in the Middle East. Tehran claims built underground missile cities along Gulf. Woof warning, dog alerts owner to house fire next door. My dog just alert me to assholes in my, inside my fence line. Oh, yeah. Australia's border as Melbourne infections are surging. Egypt arrests doctors, silences critics over outbreak. So apparently, Egypt's doctors are telling people something that they don't want put out. Mr. Vladimir Putin is Russia's president for life.
Pretty much. He just made it so that he can be president for a long more time.
Well, I'll be damned. Till he's 83.
Pretty much for life.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all the info. What I don't know what Quibi is. Secret videos. Let's see what secret videos are. Ooh, I like secret videos. She is in danger. Friends of Ghislaine. Oh, that's funny. Ghislaine Maxwell fear for her life if she talks, and claims socialite could have access to Jeffrey if. Oh shit! She could have access to his secret videos recorded in his pedophile homes. Oh, so
I'm telling you, she's gonna offer herself.
Shot.
Yeah, she's gonna shoot herself in the back of the head.
Mysteriously shot. Yeah, with a 12-gauge shotgun. She's going to somehow behead herself with a butter knife, and it'll all be caught on film. Oh, but the film got erased.
Body camera. Forgot to turn it on.
Mm-hmm. Both guards were on lunch. One was pounding his pud, and the other one was eating a sandwich. But nobody knows what happened when somebody took a lawnmower in and cut her up into pieces. No one heard a lawnmower driving down the middle of the fucking hallway? No, sir.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, well, we're just going to get out of there because that's crazy. Susan Rice. Looks like she's going to be the VP running mate for Blubber and Joe Biden. So that ought to be good.
Wow. I guess Michelle Obama didn't want to be part of it.
Well, they have to, she might actually have to be checked, and they might find out that she has a big fucking huge wang.
Wang?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Wealth management firms got bailouts. Go figure. 10 trillion stock rally hinges on earnings nobody has a clue about. 13 million gig workers getting unemployment. Holy fuck, 13 million? Bruh.
Wow.
That's like set up for concerts and stuff. People like that do set up concerts and stuff.
Right.
Damn. So 13 million people in the United States are fucking gig workers. That's crazy. It takes that many people to set up concerts, man. Fuck. We already covered the survival condo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Singapore invokes
Well.
fake news law to defend migrant workers' tests. 120 days till election, if anybody cares. Get out there and vote in 120 days. We'll be living with masks for years, pandemic expert offer grim outlook.
So there was a here's a story I don't know if you know about. An elderly Florida man has been charged with committing aggravated battery to maintain social distancing. Okay. There's a truly bizarre criminal case out of South Beach in Miami. Neckham Gross, 72, is charged with aggravated battery for an attack on Gerald Stiglitz, 86. So it's two elderly people going at it. And they fought in an elevator. There was video of it, but I can't seem to find it now. Putting aside the fact that both are elderly, the battery was an effort of Gross to maintain social distancing and to avoid the Rona. In the video from the 44-story Portofino Tower in South Beach, Gross successfully waves off a young woman who tries to enter the elevator. Gross, who is an elderly, faces an aggravated charge due to the victim being elderly. Presumably, the same conduct would not have been charged as an aggravated battery if he had shoved away the young woman on the preceding floor. Presumably, the same conduct would not have been charged as an aggravated battery if he shoved away the young woman on the preceding floor. I don't really understand that. The concept of battery to preserve social distancing may seem a tad odd, but Gross attorney Michael Greco said that this is straight up a stand your ground self-defense case. Wow. Stand your ground self-defense.
So when I beat the fuck out of somebody in Walmart because you got within 6 feet of my motherfucking space, I'm good, huh?
Yeah.
Ass whipping served. Everybody getting ass whipped.
Stand your ground.
Everybody getting ass whipped.
This needs some unpacking. The idea is that you can stand your ground to prevent the statistically small chance of contraction with all masked individuals by physically assaulting a person to maintain social distancing. This logic, by the way, sends you to the police station with exposure to the virus. That's hilarious.
There's also apparently an exploding epidemic of anti-Asian hate incidents. Nearly 800, and let's see, it says 825 cases of hate identified police in Long Beach, according to an Asian woman who was. So apparently they're beating up Asians because you brought us the corona, which is not the case, motherfucker. They live here. How the fuck did they bring it? That just cracks my shit up. That's stupid as fuck. That's like not eating at a Chinese restaurant because the motherfucking Chinese restaurant didn't give it to you, motherfucker. Did they go to China and did they go lick the fucking wet market and then come back? No.
Here, you want to see the video of them fighting?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's share that. Share. You go ahead and share that,
Yeah,
bruh.
share
Let me add
screen.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, go ahead and maximize that shit, bruh.
Oh, hold up. Let me get the volume up on this thing too. All right. So I believe this is Gross here. This is the lady that he waves off. He's not even wearing his mask right. Look at that. It's under his mouth. You're going to protect yourself from the Rona with it being on your chin. Oh, now you're going to put it up? No, he didn't. Now he put his mask up. Okay.
Well, maybe that's his girlfriend or wife.
Only two people in the elevator. Only two. Wait, now that's just a shove. Is that his assault?
Yeah, that's assault these days. Oh, he going out to get him, boy, in his flip-flops. Hey, motherfucker, don't make me lace up. Don't make me lace up.
Oh, now you
get
missed your
stuck.
elevator.
Fucker.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. All right.
You beat my grandpa's ass? Some of those old dudes, man, I'd be afraid, man. Some of them fucking Korean War veterans and shit, man. You better watch it. Them motherfuckers just straight fuck you up. They look old.
That's pretty lame, though, man. It was a shove. I don't know what happened outside the elevator, but if that's assault nowadays, man, I don't know.
I mean, just look how ignorant people are these days. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can get assault by sneezing on somebody.
I mean, whenever people are driving down the street yelling at Asian descent people, whether Japanese, Chinese, whatever, just because you got a tan, motherfucker, does not mean you brought the corona here. That's how fucking retarded you are, because you probably seen it in a fucking meme somewhere on one of your fucking social media accounts, didn't investigate it, and now you're a special ed motherfucker because you believe that an American citizen gave you fucking cerveza bug. Come on now. That's like saying eating rice is going to give you the cerveza bug.
This world's going to shit, bro.
What in the fuck? Why? Like, does not make any sense.
Well, it's because
nobody's hating on those fucking TVs they're stealing that come from China, and they're looting and rioting. They may be contaminated with it because who made them? The Chinese motherfucking workers.
What?
So, but you want to drive down the road and yell hate fucking speech to Asians? You don't even know if they're fucking Asian. They could just be a tan person with black fucking hair, you fucking crack ass motherfuckers. Don't be doing that dumb shit. That's the dumbest fucking thing. Spank them, fuck. You need to hit them in the fucking head with a frying pan, man.
Well,
that's fucking
yeah,
retarded.
now, but I mean, it's because it's too late. You know, this shit, and we allowed it as a nation. We allowed it as a nation for the government to say what we could and could not do to our own kids.
Well, you failed as a parent if you didn't spank your kid's ass.
Well, I didn't fail as a parent.
Spanking. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying if you didn't spank your kid that's why you have motherfuckers that have kids that act like full-blown idiots.
Yeah, exactly. And you should have encouraged them. The government should have encouraged corporal punishment.
Damn. You didn't do your chores, motherfucker. Bam, bam,
You're
bam.
going to the chair, bro.
Go in there and hook up those now. I'm going to be in there in a few minutes.
Oh my God, my dad's going to kill me.
Yeah, when you wait till your dad gets home. Yeah, I felt like I was going.
The views of the other host are not the views that I follow. Anything he says,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Old Testament that if you dishonor your mother or father, that you're getting stoned.
Well, that's some medieval shit that we don't follow anymore.
Well,
that's why they came out with a cattle whip.
Maybe it should come back.
They came out with a cattle whip, so you can line all 6 of my kids up and beat them all at once. Beat the shit out of them. No, not really. My kids would laugh at you. But yeah, they did get they did get a little butt spanking, and they're all fucking respectful kids. They hold doors. They say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, or whatever the fuck you're being calling yourself. You know, people actually come up to us. People actually come up to us and say, old people, young people too. Wow, your kids are well behaved. Yeah, because they know when they get that ass home, they're gonna get the butt smacked or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Now, there is a fine line between fucking abuse and ass whipping, but, when you punch a kid in the fucking face like they're a grown-ass man, that is not punishment. That is a fucking ass whipping. Or not an ass whipping. That's a fucking... That's too far, bro. But, as we said, common sense is not a common virtue, so...
Oh, ain't that the truth? And the problem is a lot of people who do have the common sense don't have common sense in other areas. Like, they won't stand up for when they see injustice going on. I mean, we had the stuff at the Bundy Ranch, right? But where's everybody that was there now? Why aren't you standing up against the BLM? Like, the amount of BLM people here in Phoenix on the 4th of July versus the amount of patriots at any of the rallies that I've been to was amazing. Like, we are out fucking numbered big time. They showed up. They showed up in mass. They pretty much surrounded the Capitol with how many people they had. Whereas we usually have maybe 400 or 500 max. They had at least double that, maybe 4 times that amount. We have lost because we won't come together because we don't want to look like racist, or we don't want to look like the bad guys, or we don't agree with that person's version of the Second Amendment, you know? And I don't know, man. Since we're not going to do anything, I don't see much hope.
Like I said many times before, and you know this, but for anybody that's just starting to watch my videos,
Yeah.
I don't like the bump stock. I don't care for it, but I think if you want to own one, you could own one. You could own 10. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't think your shotgun's any less Second Amendment approved than a fucking fully automatic Browning machine gun. So,
Yeah, it doesn't matter because, as I said, if it's not even about the bump stocks, man. It's just about people don't want to do anything because they don't want to be considered racist. They're allowing statues to be torn down. So, not all. You know, there are certain people that are standing up for it, but there's all sorts of statues being taken down now. There was one of Frederick Douglass that got taken down.
but the one of Stalin is not. Or was it Lenin? There's
Yeah,
one
I
of
don't
Lenin
know.
that nobody took down. Come on now.
No, there was a hold on. I have the story here somewhere, I think. Maybe I don't. So there was a statue of Frederick Douglass, who was an anti-abolishment person who wanted to abolish the country, kind of thing. You know, basically what everybody else wants to do. Abolitionists. There you go. And that statue's been removed late at night.
I mean, that's just ignorant.
Well, yeah, it's ignorant. But what are we gonna? Yeah, we can call it ignorant all we want, but what are we gonna do? Because, you know, at the same time, it's either we're gonna have to come together, stand up, and defeat it. Because the cops gave the BLM supporters a police escort around the city. The ones that are yelling to defund the police are escorting them along their march. The people that were there to celebrate freedom, the 4th of July, and protesting and having to wear a mask, no police for them, right? So when is it going to happen? When it's going to be enough? Because we like to turn the other cheek. None of us wants to be racist, but when is it going to be enough? What's it going to take for the American people to stand up and say, no, fuck this? Because I don't know if it's going to happen. And maybe everybody thinks it's just because it's an election year, but I don't know. This is getting really out of hand, in my opinion.
Well, here you go. There's a statue of Lenin in Seattle, 16-foot bronze statue of a communist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still standing. But we're not taking that down. They even spray painted the black war memorial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Like, what in the fuck are you thinking, man? That, you know.
Because it has nothing to do with the race. We all know that. They have to erase American history. They have to say it never was good, not even once. Not one part of America was good. Because if you have to. That's why Lincoln is a horrible person, right? Even though he freed the slaves. Because it's not about slavery. It's not about racism. It's about we need to destroy America's foundation on why it was great in the first place. And that way we can introduce socialism. They did it in Venezuela. That's how their whole game plan.
Well, look at Venezuela.
Again, yeah, exactly. Do you want that to happen here, though? And that's my question to anybody that might be watching. What are you going to do? Do you want us to be Venezuela? Because that's where we're going. If people don't start standing up and saying no, obviously the cops aren't going to do it. They're helping, the protests go on. So if the cops aren't going to act on this shit, then it comes to the people. to act on this shit. And you know what? Tough choices are going to have to be made. Things that you don't want to do that are uncomfortable to do are going to have to be done, or we're just going to become Venezuela. And that took a while. Okay, Venezuela was a socialist nation for quite a while before it finally fell. So in our lifetime, we might never see the socialism of America fall. You know?
Well,
it's going to be bad. You have Carville saying that Trump will drop out so he won't lose the election to Biden. Oh, this Democratic strategist and the Hillary Clinton family friend, James Carville, told MSNBC on Thursday that he believes that President Trump will drop out of the presidential race before November to avoid losing to the Democrat opponent Joe Biden. I think there's a significant chance he doesn't even run, Carville said. This thing is going so poorly. He's so far back, it doesn't make much sense for him to run. It is also likely that prominent Republican leaders such as Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell will turn on Trump if he continues to fall behind Biden in the polls. That's because they haven't had a debate yet. What has Biden done other than wear a mask and stay in his bunker? I can't wait for the debates on this one. Trump is going to tear his ass up.
I don't even want to talk about politics. It just makes me sick, bro.
It does. It makes me sick too, bro. I get it. Everything's burning down. Portland protesters clash with police, throw fireworks and mortars. In Chicago, a 7-year-old was among the 13 shot and killed. 59 were shot in Chicago over the 4th of July weekend. We have a museum saying that they're not going to get rid of a Dukes of Hazzard car with a Confederate flag. We'll see how long that lasts. PayPal is being explicitly biased against white customers. That's a story. A New York City surrenders to the mob. So they're cutting the NYPCD budget by $1 billion, and that's like 16.6%. New York is not a safe place to go visit anymore, man.
It wasn't even when they had all those police. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, right? Well, it's worse now. Murder is up 24%. Shooting incidents have risen 36%. Shooting victims declined 42%. This is just in the last 3 months. Shooting victim in the last, for the weeks of June 15th to June 21st, 2020 versus those dates in 2019. Okay, so from last year to this year, shooting incidents has jumped 342%. Shooting victims have rocketed up by 414% in less than a year, in about a year's time. Yeah, let's go to New York. Check it out.
I just don't understand it, man. That they're everybody that's buying into this shit. You need to wake the fuck up. I mean, you're buying right into their plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because divided we fall, united we stand, divided we fall.
And that's the problem. We are very divided. As a constitutional, conservative kind of person, I believe anybody that's kind of the same way minded, we're all divided. We're divided by other things. We're divided by petty shit. We also don't want to look like we're racist. Some of us believe in the Rona, some of us don't. Right? Some of us believe in, freedom for, with no limits, and some of us think that there should be limits on that freedom, right? But that's why we're all divided, and especially now with the whole, and a lot of it I think is a lot of people just bunch talk, right? Oh, I did that video. Where's the 3%ers? Yeah, how many responses of that I got? Well, we have real jobs. We can't go. We have work to do. We have a job. Okay.
Well, look. The reality of that is, and I know you don't have any military
cowards.
experience. You have to, but you just can't go in there unprepared. That's the whole problem. You have to have. No, stop. No, stop.
Well, I'd like to see somebody even getting prepared. I know I'm getting prepared, but I don't see anybody else getting prepared. I don't see groups coming together having marches to getting their shit across, but I sure as hell see BLM doing it. Well, I see a whole bunch of talkers talking about how this country is fucked up and not doing a damn thing about it. Staying at home, watching the news. Gonna vote it out. I'm gonna vote for Trump, and that'll make everything right.
Because you don't broadcast what you're doing.
Yeah, well, they're pretty fucking secretive. Not even they know about what's going on.
I assure you that there's intelligence.
I hope you're right.
Going on.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. But right now, I don't see it.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You don't tell everything on the internet because you don't want everybody to know your shit, right? So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're almost at the hour mark, so I will. I got stuff to do, man. I'm busy.
Yeah.
There are videos forthcoming, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Nice.
So they may not be the full 10 minutes per Stinger's request, but there's videos forthcoming.
I saw the one with the gun cleaning thing or disassembly was like almost 10. That was good.
So there's some, that one differs from 10 minutes to 23 minutes to 5 minutes. So
right.
There's that. I'm also going to do some videos on the forge. I'm going to do your video.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to do the new foundry I made. I have a small one. I had a larger one, but it finally bit the dust. Good day there, Walter Davis. We're just getting ready to leave, brother. No. But there's the videos are forthcoming, so stay tuned. We're going to try to keep the morning chat at an hour, even though today was not a morning chat because I had things to do early this morning and did not get home. Did not get home. I mean,
technically, it's still morning here. So.
Right. It's morning somewhere. That's why I put morning muster somewhere. So yeah, it's morning somewhere. But yeah, how's it going today, Walter? What are we into today? Might do a garden update driving through the downpour.
All right.
So the terrace garden's coming along great. We got to work on getting a shed put up down there so we can start gathering rainwater off of that. So we'll do videos on that when that is in progress, so that we can irrigate without having to pull pond water with a pump. We do have a couple ways to do that, but I'm also looking at a new windmill. It's called the Arishka windmill. So it pumps water. It's meant to pump water from a well, but we don't have a well, so would like to have one, but I don't have an extra 10 grand to get that done. So we're going to use it to pump water from the pond into an elevated tank, which can then be used to pressurize the irrigation drip system. Working on bridge northeast Philly. Oh, near Philly. Damn. What are you doing on a bridge, bruh? You like doing some wiring? Probably wiring. Probably wiring, right, Walter? So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to film videos. It's just I get caught up in the moment and start doing something, and I'm like, shit, I'm already 10 steps into this, so like I can't take it. I done welded it, I can't take it apart. You know what I'm saying? So or you know, stuff like that. So
Right. No, I get it. It takes a little bit to get used to, thinking about making a video first and then doing it.
yeah, I mean, because then you got to worry about camera angles, and I'm notorious for listening to music throughout the day. So, you get copyright infringement. Yeah.
And then you just did all that work for somebody else's benefit.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it sucks.
For sure.
So is Riddle Girl still around?
No, she headed out for a little bit. She had to deliver some stuff to the mail.
I wanted to clarify if they watch this later, shaking my head. Is she talking about Bobby? So
I don't know.
you have to have her get back with me on that because excavating. Ooh, get to play with big toys today. I need to run an excavator for a couple hours here too. But getting one on property is a pain in the ass. So.
Oh, I would imagine. You're not just around the corner.
No, it's at least an hour drive to go get one there, and then an hour or so back, depending on traffic. So yeah, try to do everything with what we have on hand, so that
Yeah, if you can.
I have some sickening but interesting news that I will share with you before I get off of here. In some countries, they put catfish in their septic tanks or their retention ponds where they flush their waste, and the catfish eat the humanure and break it down into usable, excrement that you can put on your plants. It's not, bad for you or the environment. So that's pretty cool.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I would provide a link
catfish.
to that.
Although I wouldn't eat the catfish. All of it's been eaten is shit.
Well, that's all they eat anyways, right? They eat all their bottom feeders. So
that's why I don't eat catfish. Well, that's the main reason.
But yeah, so it was a very interesting article. If I can find it again, I'll post it up somewhere. Maybe do another video. Small company, everyone works on everything, right? Jack of all trades, master of none. That is I. But that's cool. Hey, I always love cross training and other stuff because you always learn something, man. There's nothing like being able to somebody saying, "Hey, can you run this thing?" Yeah, I'll get on that bitch. Let's do it. Minus maybe a crane. I don't think I would do that to a crane that was on top of a building, but
downtown city area or something.
Yeah. Oh, I just dropped that I-beam. No shit. Yeah.
My bad.
What do you mean that disconnect button? Ba-ching. Yeah, right. No, I don't think I would. I mean, I would do it if it was on the ground, but yeah, not. I hear they taste great. Yeah, I read an article about it. There was two highly intelligent people with more degrees than I have talking about it, and it's a pretty lengthy article. But yeah, they use them, and it cleans up the water and everything. So that's good to know. Good to know. So in a SHTF scenario, if you have a septic tank and you have septic, then you could throw some catfish in it, clean out the septic tank from all your millions of fucking rolls of toilet paper that people have been hoarding all the past 4 months. And there you go. You don't even have to have it pumped out, right?
Yeah.
Because there won't be any shit pumping services in a grid down situation, I guess. So All right, well, guys and gals, I appreciate everybody checking in. Thanks for Poison Stinger for coming in today. Walter,
As
thank you,
always.
sir. As always, I'm Irish USMC Vet. Give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. Share the video, and tell your friends to come over and check us out.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Simplify, Godspeed. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe, Walter. And I will save all the catfish for you that are in our septic tank, brother. And you can come down and we'll load you up with a 255-gallon tote full.
Mm.
All right, guys and gals, have a great day. We're out of here.
Peace.